All right. Think I got everything figured out. So yeah, I decided instead of flailing blindly away at this, even though I have beaten this mission playing it the same way I was playing last night, I just wasn't up to it, I guess, last night. Also didn't help the fact I, completely forgot about my queens and completely neglected defilers, Oh, I'm having problems with, these range attacks wiping out my dudes. If only I had some sort of ability that would, take care of that for me, Darkspawn. Anyway, so instead I just found a tactic that struck me as particularly easy to do. I call it all hydras, no breaks.
3 separate fleets approaching this platform, with Duran having disappeared, and the bulk of my broods still on the surface of Char. You'll need to hold off the invaders by yourself.
You sound worried, Kerrigan. Have I caught you at a bad time?
Not at all, Arcturus. How'd you manage to scrape up your new fleet? Been raiding the salvage dumps again?
I called in a few favors, made a few concessions. You'd be surprised to see how many special interest groups in this sector want to see you dead.
I'm sorry to have to disappoint your new friends, Arcturus. But you really shouldn't have attempted this stunt. It'll take more than your 3 little fleets to bring me down.
3 fleets?
Don't play dumb, Arcturus. I've already spotted the other 2 fleets.
Kerrigan, this is Artanis. My brethren and I have come to avenge the deaths of Phoenix, the Matriarch, and all of the other Protoss who fell before the Swarm. It is long past time you paid for your crimes against our people.
When it rains, it pours.
The Protoss, too. Care to take a guess as to who the 3rd fleet is?
No need to guess. It's Dugall and the remainder of the UED fleet.
That is correct, Kerrigan. This is Admiral Dugall. I am giving you one last chance to surrender your forces and submit to the sovereign authority of the United Earth Directorate.
Gee, that's a tough one, Admiral.
I have to give it to Dugall.
You'll have to let me
He is persistent.
You know, Admiral, I think I'll just massacre your remaining troops now and watch you die in agony. How would that be?
You vastly underestimate me, my dear.
I don't think so, Admiral. You see, at this point, I'm pretty much the queen bitch of the universe. And not all of your little soldiers or spaceships will stand in my way again.
So be it.
Alrighty. So yeah, as I said, this is going to be, like I said, all hydras, no breaks. Come on. This is a bit of a speedrunning strategy, but I'm not going to be doing it particularly fast. But it's definitely going to be faster than my way of normally doing things, so good enough for me. You're gonna be Overlord. Let's get some Vespene coming in. Yeah, working on it. more minerals. Isn't that delightful? Friends already. Okay. That's good. So I want to do a span quickly down to here. Oh hey, it's Protoss. Should be fine. They did take out one of the sunken colonies, but that is fine.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Hello, Spider-Man. Alrighty. So keep some observance for base defense.
All forces are under attack.
One more on Vespane.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay. Got that. Sight range is going to be good on Overlords. I'm not getting transportation. Almost up.
Complete.
Not getting any burgers. I am in more basic defense here. I think right there. Yeah, it's should have waited a bit to build the colonies out a little bit further. That's fine. Get Spire up.
Forces are under attack.
It's the first order of business. I'm gonna go and whack the Protoss. Just need to build up the dudes to do it. More Overlords. Delightful.
Spawn more overlords. Require more minerals.
What was the name of the channel that I watched? It's like one of the first results. Was it Stu? I'm pretty sure that's the name of the channel that I got this strategy from. Hello, Spider-Mines. Oh no, you blinded an Overlord. No, you blinded two Overlords. That's just rude.
Require more minerals.
Gonna move on. I'll leave a few Hydras at base. Just defense. Yeah, these guys can stay home. Oh, hey, speaking of which. These assholes are attacking me. It's very rude. Where am I? Overlord right there. How did that get in there? Did they dropship coming? I think they blew up one of my Vespane dudes. Very rude.
Require more minerals.
All Hydras. That's all it is. Oh yeah. Anyway, let's not forget. Keep upgrading things.
We require more minerals.
Okay, I have lots of overloads now.
We require more minerals.
That's one of my problems I had, is I just didn't have enough drones on minerals, which was slowing me down.
We require more minerals.
Just generally being slow. Also doesn't help.
More minerals. We require more minerals.
Come on, trying to click on it.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
1 moment.
We require more minerals.
Give me 1 moment. Gotta quickly do something. Alright, and I'm back. As you can see, I like having lots of detection.
Require more minerals.
Also like acquiring more minerals. That's also pretty fun.
Require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Apparently I require more minerals.
We require more minerals.
you guys.
We require more minerals.
I think I've acquired enough dudes. Of course, I can just keep pumping them out. Should have control grouped them. That would have been smart. Pretty sure that's what the person in the video did as well, was control grouping hydralisks.
Evolution complete. Forces are under attack.
Okay, apparently these guys decided they wanted to go that way.
Forces are under attack.
Oh, that's a lot.
We require more minerals. Forces are under attack.
Yeah, I'm not sure where those guys are going, but whatever. I can go follow that guy. Yeah, you guys can get in on the fun too. Oh no, a Dark Templar. What are you gonna do? Mind control something? Oh, hello.
Forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
No, it's in the blind ones. You can just chill over there.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Not sure where that guy wants to go, but okay. Hello. This is why I need to keep a constant flow of dudes.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Just keep attacking.
Savor this victory, Kerrigan. For the Protoss will never forget your treachery. We shall be watching you.
That's nice. Where's the other guy? Okay. Oh look, more Hydras. Of course, I spent all the minerals is what to spend on these guys. That's why you're for not paying attention, but that's fine. And yeah, this. So once you get the defeat message from one of the enemies, it's
Our forces are under attack.
yeah, just run over there. Let me know how that goes. Oh my god. There we go. Guardian aspect. Also, I wasn't keeping up on my upgrades. Let's get flyer attack. Can go there, and this can go here. Oh, I'm at my population cap. I didn't even notice. That is fine. Because I'm about to get that adjusted. Obviously, since my Vespane income's lower, I'm gonna prioritize putting my drones on Vespane at these two new expansions. This would also be smart. Have more overlords on standby. Get on that. Go over there. Alright. Oh, hey, it's just some Ren carries in here. That's funny. Just chilling. That must be Artanis. He's just like, oh, okay, now what do I do?
attack.
So let's not forget that these guys, guardians, are important for taking out the siege tanks. I don't want to be besieged while attacking.
Our forces are under attack.
I think I set these guys to the wrong spot. Too low. Yeah, I split my guys up. Wasn't paying attention. I'll just bring them all over here. Also, since everything's dying, oh look, more Hydras. Or if I wasn't using Guardians, but sometimes that's life.
Forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Okay, now they're just beating up my overlords. Which is just rude. They're defenseless. Yeah, I should have been able to overwhelm them, but my positioning on my guardians is not very good. And also, I just, like I said, I split up my guys because I wasn't even paying attention. Actually, can you go take care of that? Those assholes look like they're up to no good.
Forces are under attack.
Just leave those guys there. Just wait a moment.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, they built a bunker out there. That's interesting.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay.
We require more minerals.
Guy's almost done.
Our forces are acquiring more minerals.
Just take these guys out, so because they're isolated.
Our forces are under attack. We require more minerals.
Oh, right.
We require more minerals.
Well, I'm definitely doing better than I was last time.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Looks like I should get some guys mining here.
We require more minerals.
No, more mineral income, more fun. That's how it works. Did some evolutions, delightful. It's very rude. Oh, battle cruisers are battle cruising. Okay.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
There's a lot of race. And it's better that they're dead now, instead of harassing my guardians.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Good thing I'm constantly acquiring more minerals.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Oh, look at all the siege tanks. Oh, I still have more descended. Oh no, and depleting Vespane geysers. Whatever will I do?
Our forces are under attack.
Siege tanks down here.
Our forces are under attack. Evolution complete. Our forces are under attack.
Hello.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
And there's a nice little trio of nuclear missiles, or missile silos rather.
We require more minerals. Our forces are under attack.
Managed to get this done before I had to play nuclear hot potato. So
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
alrighty, that's me. It's done for. care of.
Congratulations, Kerrigan. You've beaten me again. Just remember that I'll be out there, waiting for you to slip up. Because sooner or later, you'll make a mistake. And when you do...
You know, when you do, what happens when Kerrigan makes a mistake? That's an incomplete sentence, man. I thought you were supposed to be a better speaker than that. Anyway. All Hydralisks, no breaks. Let's go. And I guess some Guardians. There were some Zerglings at one point, but they're all dead. Also, technically drones, but whatever, they don't count. That's a given. Also, got Hydra stuff behind. Oh, they blinded them. Okay, that's just rude. Oh, Spider-Man's delightful. Yeah. Still got way too many people on that one. Okay, anyway. Amazing how well I do when I actually look at strategies on how to play the game instead of just winging it. Also, these guys don't need to stay on defense anymore. Honestly, all you guys can just go here. So you three, I guess, can go there. I think I have enough Hydras. Don't need to be as careful with my overlords now. Because the UED tends not to use a lot of cloakers. Like, they have some, but they're not like Minx with his ghost and wraith spam. That's it. Still he still does have some race and ghosts, so make sure you have some overlords. Good to go. Alright.
Our forces are under attack. Our forces are under attack.
Oh no, they irradiated an overlord. Okay, literally getting held up in a choke point by just medics healing each other. That is funny. I love this game. paying attention to my guardians. Whatever. That's fine. Just more population freedom for Hydralisks. Because, unlike the Dominion, UED is not very heavy ground. They have like some siege tanks and Goliaths and whatnot. But like, most of their units are going to be air. Or really the bulk, well I'm going to say most of the units, but like, a lot of their high value dangerous units are air.
Forces are under attack. Forces are under attack.
So you guys go that way, and whoever's left can go elsewhere.
Forces are under attack.
Oh no, my guardians! Whatever I'm gonna do without them.
Forces are under attack.
Wait, stop building that factory. Also, stop irradiating my dudes. I'm gonna go stand them next to your SCV just for fun.
All forces are under attack. All forces are under attack. Spawn more.
Oh no, I actually lost enough overlords that it's affecting me. That's an all.
All forces are under attack. All forces are under attack.
No, I'm actually lost enough overlords that I'm now red. That's funny. But I'm basically one at this point. Oh, that basically means that the live stream, or basically done the game at this point. What should I probably won't go for much longer after this, but I'll play something else, but I'm not sure what. I don't really need to blow up like all the missile turrets and supply depots. Need to take out all the production structures.
All forces are under attack. All forces are under attack.
Oh hey, still have a single guardian. There we go.
Prepared to offer terms of surrender. It is my wish that you allow my men to live.
You're not in a position to offer me anything, Admiral. And I don't take prisoners.
That is true.
Tell you what, turn your remaining ships around and start heading back towards the Earth. I'll even let you have a head start before I send the swarms out. It'll be interesting sport to see how far you get before you die.
Mm-hmm. Well, there we go. That was StarCraft Brood War. Took me 50 minutes. Lost so many against when I messed up against the Dominion. Alright, well, guess at this point it's time for the final cinematic, the Ascension.
Once again, I stand atop the broken bodies of my enemies, victorious, but not unscarred. The Earthborn Directorate has been destroyed, and the Overmind lies dead and trampled beneath the ashes of Char. As for my unlikely allies, I think that I shall allow them a reprieve. For in time I will seek to test their resolve and their strengths. They will all be mine in the end. For I am the Queen of Blades. None shall ever dispute my rule again.
Dearest Helena, by now the news of our defeat has reached the Earth. The creatures we were sent here to tame are untamable, and the colonies we were sent to reclaim have proven to be stronger than we anticipated. Whatever you may hear about what has happened out here, know this: Alexei did not die gloriously in battle. I killed him. My pride killed him. And now my pride has consumed me as well. You will never see me again, Helena. Tell our children that I love them, and that their father died in defense of their future. Over.
Epilogue. Shortly after de Gaulle's defeat, the remainder of the UED fleet was overtaken by Kerrigan's forces and eradicated. No UED vessel ever made it back to Earth to report what had transpired. With his ragtag fleet, can't read, beaten and crippled, Arcturus Minsk fled back to Korhal to lick his wounds and planned the reconstruction of his Terran dominion. Oop, shit, clicked. Oh, I skipped over Raynor and Zeratul going their own ways. Zeratul being like, oh shit, I found something weird. And alone, floating on a dark platform above the burnt-out planet of Char, Sarah Kerrigan, the Queen of Blades, sat and lorded over the ravenous swarms, unable to shake the feeling that a great threat loomed just over the horizon. Kerrigan could only stare off into the vastness of space where she beheld a great void. Or perhaps a reflection of a hollow victory and of the trials yet to come. Apparently speaking and reading's hard for me. StarCraft 1998. Oh. Credits, or I can reverse them. 3D artwork. Yeah, StarCraft had like 3 different art teams. You had like the guys who did like all the 3D modeling for like the campaign or for like the cinematics. You had the guys who did like the portrait artwork, and you had the team that did like all the sprite work. And that's why a lot of things just don't really look the same between the various art teams. It also doesn't help that there's a lot of the cinematics were finalized before the gameplay was finalized, and also I think before, at least for the original game, like it was finalized before the story was finalized, which is why most of the cinematics really don't have much directly to do with the story. Oh boy, voices. Here you go. Glynis Talkin, that was Kerrigan. Michael Gow was Tassadar. Paul Eating was Aldera slash the Protoss advisor. Lanny Manelli, I think that's the adjutant. Bill Roper, Zass, and Phoenix. Glenn Stafford. I can't remember who Glenn Stafford voiced. Chris Metzen was the Marine and Battle Cruiser. Maybe the Ghost. Matt Simia, I don't remember. Jason Hayes, can't remember. Tiffany Hayes, I think was that the medic? Or is it dropship pilot? Tracy W, I can't remember that. Adam, don't remember. Robert Clotworthy. That's Rayner. James W. Harper. Oh, I think that was Duke. No, or is Jack Ritchell Duke? Or is he No, he's Zeratul. I think he passed away. I think James W. Harper was Minx. I can't remember exactly. Doesn't matter. Alright, anyway. Also, I think Brood War might have its own section for voice actors. I can't remember. Yeah, Brood War, there you go. 1998. I don't remember much for the voice actors, if it has them voice casting it. Glenn Talkin, Jack Ritchell, Paul Ainsley, Castulo Guerrera, Deborah DeLiso, Paul Eating, Tiffany Hayes, James W. Harper, Robert Clough. Yeah, same guys. What was it? Bill Roper is also the voice of the Orc Grunt in Warcraft 3, but hence why the Orc Grunt sounds a lot like Phoenix. He left Blizzard, I can't remember what year. He left it after then, obviously. He went, I think he was like an executive of Disney's video game arm, or was, I can't remember. But that's why he didn't return to voice Phoenix in StarCraft 2. And Heroes of the Storm, because he's no longer with the company, which is a shame, because I don't know, Phoenix is like the voice acting for Phoenix and in Heroes of the Storm and Legacy of the Void is fine, it works, sounds like him, but it's just not quite the same as his original voice. But of course, at least for Phoenix as he appears in Legacy of the Void, there's reasons for that, you could say. Also, that he was it for StarCraft 2 when they didn't bring Michael Goh back as Tassadar. They had what's his face? Blanking on his name. The guy who played Worf in Star Trek: The Next Generation. Michael Dorn, is that his name? I think he did a fine job. Just didn't sound quite like Tassadar. And I recall correct, they actually did bring Michael Gow back for Heroes of the Storm. But because they changed how they did like the Protoss voice effects, he just didn't sound the same as he did in the original game. Michael Gow is also one of the voice actors in The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Also like how they put the remastered credits into this, even though I'm not playing the remastered version. Anyway, yeah, he's in Skyrim. He's one of the voice actors in that. That's why some of the Nords sound like Tassadar. But now what am I doing? Other fun StarCraft trivia facts, I don't know. If I recall correctly, the cinematics had to be downscaled a lot to actually work on 1998 computers. I don't know. Contrary to popular belief, StarCraft did not start out as a Warhammer 40,000 game, but Warcraft Humans and Orcs, the first Warcraft game, when they first started on it, they were considering getting a Warhammer, the license for Warhammer, But they decided, because they'd been burned a few times trying to do licensed games before, I think with like Marvel or DC, and they decided that, you know, basically while the art style is heavily inspired by Warhammer, we kind of want to do our own thing and not be constrained to the universe, so they decided not to do that with Warcraft. And then StarCraft was always kind of its own thing, but you can obviously, there's some inspiration taken from 40k, you know. Like, they're not direct copies, but yeah, Terran Marines definitely drew some inspiration from Space Marines. But I'm not sure if how much of that was intentional, because the original in the StarCraft beta, the Terran Marines were called Marauders, and their armor is actually much less bulky looking. But when for the final game, the problem was that the color elements, like the faction color elements, weren't very noticeable on the Marauders. So when they remade them into the Marines, that's why they made the armor bulkier, was that it gave them more surface area to put color on the sprite for team colors. And it just so happened it made them look like Space Marines, but I'm pretty sure there's definitely some inspiration taken from them. Isn't it? Honestly, the Protoss and Eldar get compared a lot, but they really aren't that similar to an extent. You can definitely see how Protoss would be inspired by Eldar, but they're actually not all that similar. I think a lot of the similarities is because they're both kind of heavily inspired by just classical fantasy, high fantasy elf tropes, which makes sense for Warhammer 40k, because the Eldar are really just, you know, elves in space. And then the Protoss Dragoon is basically is literally just the Protoss version of the Space Marine Dreadnought, you know, crippled warrior put into a mech suit. Zerg and Tyranids, actually, that's an interesting one. So yeah, what was it? Tyranids obviously came first, but honestly, Zerg and Tyranids in 1998 did not actually look that similar. You can definitely say there's definitely some inspiration that the Zerg had, but especially in terms of like art design, the Zerg were very heavily based on the Xenomorphs from the Alien franchise. And then was it third edition, the Tyranids, third edition Warhammer 40,000, the Tyranids got a big redesign, and that's when they started to look, Zerg and Tyranids started to look very similar. But that only happened, I think, when the Tyranid redesign, I think, was after 1998, though. That would have been 2000 something, early 2000s things when that happened. But of course, I don't really think as Games Workshop, you know, copying the Zerg, is more so because the Tyranids also had some inspiration from the Xenomorphs, so it's more like just convergent evolution by dint of both being inspired by the same source material. And now the Leagues of Votann, a lot of their armor looks like Terran Marine armor. Which is what's the name of the Marine armor actually called in StarCraft? It's like CMC. Well, it depends on. There's the CMC 200, which is supposed to be the old model. CMC 300 is kind of like the standard issue armor at the time of the original game, and then the CMC 400 was kind of a newer model that's coming in. I don't know if they maintained that into StarCraft 2, though. Because honestly, I much prefer the look of the SC1 armor over the SC2 Terran Marine armor. Because like the Terran Marine armor in the original game just felt very much like armored spacesuit, while the SC2 armor looked like it's trying too much to be like Iron Man or something. It still looks cool and all, but I don't know, I prefer a lot of the original StarCraft designs over the StarCraft 2 redesigns, especially the Zerg. The Zerg just felt like they got like way too busy. Well, the StarCraft 1's Zerg is like, I find them to be legitimately creepy. Part of that's, you know, I first played the game from a very young age. Probably shouldn't have done that. So that's, you know, part of that, you know, just childhood, how they're creepy. But also, I just find that just the kind of smoother look that they have is just creepier to me. That's not like the StarCraft 2 Zerg look bad. Just don't think they look as good. Protoss, I don't know, I think the StarCraft 2 designs for the Protoss definitely work a bit more, that more kind of flowing sculpted design as opposed to StarCraft 1's more geometric design. I think the more sculpted look definitely suits the Protoss better. But yeah. Well, do I want to live stream StarCraft 2? Probably some point in the future, but not anytime soon. Actually, I don't even know what I'm going to be live streaming next. Don't. I kind of want to do a live stream Recore. I think that would be an interesting game. I like it. It definitely had a lot of problems on release, and then they did did a newer version of it a little bit later. I think that was for PC that I played. So that got rid of some of the problems that the original release, like the original Xbox One release had of Recore. But ultimately, I think the game's that Recore ultimately was a bit of a less than the sum of its parts. Which is sad, because I actually had a lot of, I actually had a decent bit of established talent working on it. Like, I had, I'm blanking on his name. He's one of the guys who worked on, one of the lead guys from Mega Man, the Mega Man series. And then on Recore also had some of the team leads from Retro Studios who worked on the Metroid Prime trilogy. But ultimately, the game just had some problems. Both technical and gameplay-wise. But also had some good stuff, like, the movement in Recore is really good. Just the jumping, running, platforming, boosting in it, just great. Anyway, I'm just rambling on now. Still going. It's like a lot of people worked on this game over the years. Because, yeah, first of all, you have the you have the credits for, the original game, the credits for Brood War, and the credits for the remaster. And that includes, like, all the international... What is this, the Italian? Deutsch. That's okay, that's... No, I zoomed back past it. Castilian Spanish Studio. Hey, this one actually tells you whose voice is who. Why couldn't they do that for the English language voice actors? Odin? Who's called Odin in the Spanish version? Eh. XanderTuron. Is that what they called? Who's this? This is different. What is this? Paris? It's a French studio? Did they have some different names they're working with in that translation? It's possible. I don't remember there being two different Conclave Elders in the game. Diablo. Okay. Duran. I told you my name already. It's Duran. Duran. Yeah, I don't think I ever pointed that out in my live stream, is that some of Duran's Stop Poking Me lines are references to Duran Duran songs. But, yeah, do I want to do anything else? Kinda don't feel like it. I'm just gonna end it here, I guess. Well, I'm XanderTuron. This was StarCraft Brood War. If you would like advance warning on when I'm live streaming on a given day, follow me on Twitter at XanderTuron. In the meanwhile, you take care and have a lovely day.